It's been years since I touched obbying. Then Tower of Where Are You Going showed up on my recommended, and I thought to myself, sure, what better way to come back to EToH than by grinding one of Roblox's hardest speedrun obbies, cause apparently I hate myself. Even segmenting this tower felt out of reach. It took me hours even for the easier sections, and don't even get me started on floors 1 to 3. The timer would just straight up end before I even made it far on those floors. But after selling my soul, I somehow had the entire tower in just 5 runs. Eventually, I started optimizing my speedrun routes, and that's when I discovered the most diabolical time saves imaginable. And the worst part of it all was that no matter how hard these time saves were, if I didn't do them, that stupid timer was basically guaranteed to cook me anyways. But from here on out, it was time for me to try floor runs. My consistency improved over time, but one thing remained the same: floor 3. This floor never stopped being miserable. Like, on some days, I would just think about hopping on Where Are You Going for a session, then I remember this floor created straight from hell just exists for whatever reason. I could do absolutely everything perfect on this floor, and I still wouldn't even be close to making the timer. Oh, and any time I got far, my nerves would spike like crazy. My arm would just like lock up, and I wouldn't even be able to move my camera at all. I would also be hella shaky, which really didn't help. At least floor 4 is easy, right? I could make some significant progress if I could actually pass floor 3. Oh what? I did it. And I went on to immediately fail floor 4. The next 11 runs past floor 3 suffered the same fate. Like, this one wrap round just instantly became the hardest, most impossible jump ever, only when I'm on a real run. I thought I could eventually get to 5 by having more runs past floor 3, so I came up with a challenge to make it to floor 4 every single day. Day 1 and day 2 went really good, and then on day 3, I failed floor 3 28 times in a row. However, on day 4, I turned into a particle accelerator and finished the challenge within 5 seconds. Seriously though, I came across so many weird interactions when practicing this tower. Did you know you could softlock the tower by teleporting these seat blocks around? Well, neither did I. Also, if you happen to die for any reason, the seat blocks just permanently stop working until you rejoin. A few days later, I managed to get my first run to floor 5, which instantly died. Progress was solid from here on out though, as I managed to get 2 runs to floor 6. Floor 6 has this stupid wrap that may as well just be a screw you from the tower itself. Oh, and this one is even worse. Literally, I swear they have fixed hitboxes or something. The next day, however, I managed to get to 7, passing the 2 wiggle core jumps under insane stress and making it all the way to the end of floor 8, but failing the timer. The next few runs which made it to 7 weren't so lucky though, as I would go on to fail the wiggle jumps a multitude of times, as well as this really awkward jump here. I don't even know how, but I went on to get a run that somehow made it past floor 9's wiggle wrap, a jump I had less than 20% consistency on during practice attempts. That run would go on to make it over halfway through the floor, even whilst my hands were beyond tingly. And then, a few days later, I got this run. It's been a long journey. If you had told me I would be able to beat this tower when I started this grind, I wouldn't have believed you. Genuinely, I don't think I'll ever have this much fun grinding a tower this difficult again. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next upload, which will hopefully be in less than 3 years.